First individual gold medalist from India, Abhinav Bindra, right here at the Paris Olympics. Abhinav, good to see you, and good to see you actually around the Indian athletes also. How's been the campaign? How have you enjoyed the campaign for the Indian athletes so far?
Well, I think it's athletes have performed well. I think we've ended our campaign today with
Yeah,
6 medals.
6 medals as of now.
Um, I think overall, if you look at the performances of athletes, they've been the best ever. In terms of many were in contention, in different disciplines. I don't think our Olympic team has been so competitive across the board as they have been here in Paris. Of course, we would have all liked and hoped for a few more medals, but that's how sport is. Sports at the Olympic level is very, very tough. It's brutal. It is competition is intense, and the difference of medaling and going back home empty-handed is sometimes very, very little. But overall, I think the athletes have put up a spirited show.
Okay, Abhinav, in Rio, we remember you were fourth. You finished, in fact, you missed that medal just by a whisker. I know you, I don't know if you have any regrets about it or not, but here at the Paris Games, we saw so far, in fact, as you said, India's campaign has ended now. There were 6 fourth place finishes. Would
7, I believe.
I believe 6 or 7. So, how do you see that? Because Mr. Prakash Padukone, he mentioned earlier that athletes need to be responsible. Now they are being provided every facility that any top athlete in the world, whatever they get, these Indian athletes also get. So, how do you see those kind of performances?
No, I think ending fourth is probably the worst place to be for an athlete. It is difficult. With a little bit of luck, those 6 or 7 places, at least half of them could have ended up on our way with a little bit of luck, and the difference was very, very little. But that is how sport is. That is how life is. It always doesn't end up the way you thought it would. However, I think as I said, it has been a spirited show all around. I think our athletes have done well. When we go back and when things calm down, I think it's after every Olympics, one must reassess. I think we've made tremendous progress in the course of the last years, and there has been a lot of good happening in Indian sport. We must just continue to persevere, be patient, and improve our systems. Learn from each experience, and I'm sure that Paris would have also given a lot of learning to the entire ecosystem that works in Indian sport. As far as accountability, your question on accountability is concerned, I think everybody needs to be accountable. The athletes need to be accountable, the coaches need to be accountable, the whole system needs to be accountable, and that's a fair ask. It is nothing extraordinary. Sport is all about teamwork. Right? It is a collective effort, and when an athlete wins, it is a collective effort. When an athlete fails, everybody has to bear responsibility and continue to work hard, not give up, stand up again, and keep learning from each experience and try and get better.
So, is it just sheer luck that you miss a medal? Manu Bhakar, I completely understand. You know what she's done in this campaign is brilliant. 2 medals, and then she also finished fourth.
Listen, luck or no luck, let me interrupt you.
Sure.
Winning medals is not putting a coin into a vending machine. This is a
absolutely.
human endeavor. This is a human endeavor. It is awfully difficult to win a medal at the Olympic Games. There are 10,000 athletes from the whole wide world who get to qualify for the Olympic Games. Only 300 odd athletes go back with a gold medal. It is incredibly tough. It is an incredibly tough human endeavor. And luck plays a role, but I believe the harder you work, the luckier you will get. And I think it is a matter of going back to the drawing board, learning from this experience. I'm sure there has been a lot of great work which has happened in the course of the last 4 years to even enable fourth place. It's very difficult to even come fourth. And learn from this and move on. That is how life is. You can't just get now. Paris is over, my dear.
Yeah.
No, in 2 days' time, nobody will talk about Paris. People will start talking about LA. And that is the beauty of the Olympic Games. That is the beauty of sport, that yesterday never counts. You're only as good as what you're on that current day. And now it was a matter of the athletes after the break, the ecosystem must gather together and go back to the drawing board, see what good has been done, see what has worked, the things that which may not have gone according to plan. You retry and re-strategize and move forward. Sport is a mirror of life. Life is like that.
I agree. As you said, it's not easy being an Olympian and to win medals. That is the reason why I am the one interviewing you, not the other way around. uh, and what has been the standout performance for you as far as India is concerned? I'll being because I've got very little time, so I'm being a little specific with the
For
Indian
me, it has
performance.
been Manu Bhakar's 2 medals. I think for her to get over her disappointment of Tokyo, to show the resilience that she displayed, to keep persevering, to keep working hard, to keep her dreams alive, and to come to Paris, go back home with 2 medals, is an inspiring story for every Indian.
And also, you yourself being a shooter, can I say former shooter?
Of course,
Okay. Former shooter, must be heartening that so many young shooters are doing well in the country, be it Arjun Babuta, Manu Bhakar, Sarab Jot, all these guys just 22, 25, 20, 19, somebody is 23. Must be heartening for you.
Absolutely, I think the depth of talent that exists in shooting is incredible. I think the sport is developing, the way the sport is developing in India over the past few years, we don't see that development anywhere else in the world. So it is very heartening to see the depth of talent that exists is incredible, and it is a matter of keep going, keep improving. Now to translate the success that they've had in at the world level, but to translate even that's the amount of success they have at World Cups or World Championships to the Olympics. I think we still have a few gaps to fill, but I think they're all on the right track.
Abhinav, what is your viewpoint on Vinesh, the appeal that she's filed against the UWW, the United World Wrestling, against her disqualification? Do you have a viewpoint?
Well, it's an incredibly tough situation, and frankly, I don't even know what to say. I mean,
That's right.
The rules are very clear in it. Where do you draw a line? Sport is always governed by rules. If you don't govern sport by rules, then there is no sport. But of course, I fully empathize with Vinesh. It's an incredibly difficult period of time for her. Everybody's heart is broken, and we're all there for her. And I had the opportunity to meet her as well.
Yes, we saw those
I
pictures.
really don't know where this would head. I mean, I know the decision is now postponed for a couple of days.
Yes.
So I think one just needs to be patient and see, because I'm not privy to what the arguments have been made. I've not really gone through what the case has been put forward, and I'm no legal expert. So patience, and we'll know in a couple of days.
And also, usually what happens is, in fact, the Court of Arbitration for Sport today announced that usually what happens is they have to pronounce the verdict within 24 hours after the case is registered. Now they've extended it. At least, is there a glimmer of hope, or possibly, is it a positive sign that they are taking, which means they are looking into the matter? Otherwise, at one point in time, it seemed that it was an open and shut case.
Well, we're all conditioned to hope, so I'm being hopeful and remain positive, but I'm not a legal expert. I don't know where it's headed.
What is Abhinav Bindra doing these days?
Well, you need to research, and I'm not going to. You need to research that.
When was the last time you picked up a gun?
In Rio 2016.
So that's Abhinav Bindra, Beijing Olympics gold medalist, and good to spend some time and ask him a few questions on India's campaign here at the Paris Olympics.